You've been told that aging means losing energy, passion, and giving up on intimacy, but that's not true. Not even close. I'm Dr. Laura, a men's health specialist who has spent over 30 years helping men over 60 revive their energy, blood, flow, and connection. After working with thousands of older men across the country, I made a surprising discovery. While most assume that pills or hormones are the only solution, the real answer might be in your kitchen for common fruits that can naturally recharge your vitality and intimacy. These aren't just tasty snacks. They improve circulation, revive desire, and help you regain the closeness you miss. And yes, they work whether you're 65 or 85. In just a minute, I'll share exactly what these fruits are and how to use them to feel more vibrant, connected, and confident than you have in years. Don't look away now. What comes next could transform your golden years. Before we dive into these life-changing fruits, make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell icon so you never miss powerful health insights designed just for your golden years. And if you find this helpful, write a 1 in the comments. If not, write a 0. I read every response, and I'm here to keep improving for you. Now let's get to the heart of the matter. The 4 powerful fruits that can help restore your circulation and revive your intimacy after 60. These aren't magic pills. They are nature's silent warriors, fruits that work with your body, not against it. The first on our list might already be in your fridge. Red grapes, the flow restorer. There was a time in my practice when I believed only medications could restore circulation in aging patients. But the more I listened to my older patients and studied those who defy aging, the more I realized that something powerful was hiding in plain sight. Red grapes. Not some exotic supplement or high-tech solution, but simple, natural red grapes. These little vibrant fruits may seem unimpressive, but they contain one of the most effective compounds for circulation in aging, resveratrol. This natural antioxidant works deep within the blood vessels, helping them relax and expand, allowing more oxygen-rich blood to reach your muscles, heart, brain, and yes, your intimate areas. What makes red grapes especially unique is their ability to revive blood flow exactly where aging tries to steal it first. The lower body. As men and women age, it's not uncommon to feel cold in the feet, a loss of response during intimacy, or fatigue hitting harder than usual. But when blood can't move freely, neither does energy, desire, or connection. Red grapes help restore that freedom. For older men, this fruit has been quietly transformative. Daily consumption of red grapes has shown promising results in improving the strength and duration of erections because resveratrol enhances nitric oxide, a key compound needed to trigger and maintain healthy erections. But unlike synthetic drugs, grapes do it naturally, gently, and without side effects. For women, red grapes help improve vascular sensitivity and circulation to the pelvic region, which often fades over time. That means more comfort, more warmth, and a richer emotional experience during intimacy. It's about reviving not just function, but feeling. What's truly remarkable is that something as ordinary as a bowl of grapes could restore what many believed was lost forever. I've had older couples return to me months later, astonished at how a small habit could bring back such a large part of their lives. And I smile every time because it's not a miracle. It's just good science and good choices. And we're just getting started. Because the next fruit on this list is not only a defender of circulation, it's a fierce protector of your kidneys and a silent guardian of your intimate well-being. Ready to discover what it is? Let's continue. Blueberries, the kidney guardian. If there's one fruit I used to underestimate, it was blueberries. For years, I considered them just a side dish at Thanksgiving, tart, red, forgettable. But over time, I began to see them differently. I started listening to my older patients, those who still felt strong, vibrant, and connected to their partners, and this fruit kept coming up in their stories. I researched the findings, and what I discovered changed everything I thought I knew. Blueberries turn out to be one of the most powerful protectors of the kidneys and urinary system, 2 areas that silently shape an older person's ability to feel pleasure, maintain energy, and preserve intimacy. You see, when kidney function declines, toxins build up, circulation slows, and inflammation sneaks into areas we'd prefer not to discuss. This means lower desire, decreased sensitivity, and for men, a direct hit to the strength and endurance of erections. But blueberries step in as natural defenders. They are rich in compounds that reduce inflammation, clear the urinary tract, and help preserve the health of blood vessels, especially around the pelvic region. That's not just good for avoiding discomfort, it's vital for keeping blood flowing freely where it matters most. In men, this can mean stronger, more reliable erections because better kidney function supports healthy blood pressure and nitric oxide levels, two keys for sexual performance. For women, blueberries often mean less irritation, more comfort, and greater confidence during intimate moments. And perhaps most importantly, they allow both partners to feel secure and connected without the burden of chronic discomfort. I've had patients who silently suffered from recurrent urinary issues, dry intimacy, or loss of sexual desire, all relieved upon discovering that something as simple as adding blueberries to their diet provided relief they didn't think was possible. When you eliminate pain and pressure from the equation, connection becomes easier, and that connection is what makes life after 60 truly rich. So whether it's a handful of dried blueberries in your salad or a splash of unsweetened blueberry juice in the morning, this fruit deserves a place in your routine, not just for your kidneys, but for your circulation, intimacy, and peace of mind. But what if there were a fruit that not only protected your insides, but actually ignited a fire from within? A fruit that boosts energy, testosterone, and helps your body feel like it remembers what it was made for. That's exactly what we'll discover next. Papaya, the energy awakener. There's something about papaya that feels like sunshine. Maybe it's the golden orange color or the way it melts in your mouth like a soft reminder of warmer, simpler days. But beyond its sweet flavor lies a hidden power that most people over 60 don't realize. Papaya is one of the most powerful fruits for reviving male vitality and restoring blood flow throughout the body. I remember an older gentleman, a retired school principal, who came to me frustrated. He wasn't sleeping well, had no energy, and intimacy with his wife had become more of a memory than a reality. He ate healthy, walked daily, and still felt exhausted. That's when we introduced papaya into his daily routine, just 1 cup in the morning mixed with a bit of Greek yogurt. Within weeks, he was back in my office with a smile and more than one blush. Something had changed. Papaya is rich in vitamins A, C, and E, as well as powerful enzymes like papain that aid digestion and reduce inflammation. But what really sets papaya apart is its impact on testosterone production and circulation, especially in older men. It helps the body naturally regulate hormones while improving blood vessel flexibility and oxygen delivery. That's the kind of internal support that leads to firmer, more sustainable erections and renewed physical energy. But it doesn't stop there. For women, papaya helps balance estrogen and improve pelvic circulation, relieving dryness and discomfort while enhancing arousal. It also supports the adrenal glands, your body's stress regulators, so you can enjoy closeness without tension or fatigue getting in the way. What I love most about papaya is how accessible it is. It's not a supplement. It's not a pill. It's a fruit you can scoop with a spoon, savor in the morning, and feel working from the inside out. It gently restores confidence and connection without fuss, just natural, consistent results. So if you're looking for a spark, not just in your body but in your relationship, papaya is your silent ally. It doesn't promise fireworks, but it often delivers something more lasting: vitality, warmth, and the desire to connect once again. And just when you think fruit can't offer more than that, wait until you hear about the one that supports both your heart and your hormones while helping you sleep better, feel lighter, and love more deeply. Cherries, the intimacy booster. There's something deeply comforting about a bowl of cherries. Maybe it's the color, deep, almost velvety red, or perhaps it's how they make you slow down. You don't just eat cherries, you experience them. And it turns out that what they do inside your body is even more significant than their flavor. Years ago, I worked with a couple in their late 60s who had been married for over 40 years. They still loved each other deeply, but something had changed. The husband described feeling disconnected from his body, lethargic, frustrated, and silently mourning the passion that once came easily. His wife, equally gentle and patient, missed the intimacy they once shared, but didn't want him to feel pressured. Together, they were ready to try something natural. I recommended cherries. Yes, cherries. Based on research I had seen about their incredible effects on circulation, inflammation, and sexual response. They didn't expect much, but they were open. 2 months later, they returned more affectionate, more energized, and laughing like newlyweds. And I knew why. Cherries contain powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins, which have been shown to reduce inflammation in the arteries, increase nitric oxide production, and improve vascular health throughout the body. This means that blood flows more freely not just to your heart or brain but to crucial areas for sexual arousal, sensation, and response. For older men, this translates to better blood flow to the penis, helping with firmness and duration of erections without relying on synthetic medications. For women, cherries support better circulation to the pelvic region, making intimacy more comfortable, pleasurable, and emotionally satisfying. But cherries don't just act on the body, they also calm the mind. Rich in natural melatonin, cherries help promote deeper, more restorative sleep. And when you sleep better, your hormonal balance improves, stress levels decrease, and your emotional openness increases. These aren't just biological changes. They are the silent ingredients of lasting intimacy. One of the most beautiful things about cherries is how gentle they are. There's no crash, no spike, just slow, steady nutrition. They soften your blood vessels, support your hormonal rhythms, and help bring your mind and body back into sync. And in a world filled with pills and pressure, that kind of gentle healing feels like a gift. I've seen cherries change relationships not by fixing everything overnight but by opening the door to connection again. They remind your body of what it's capable of, and sometimes that reminder is all you need to feel close again. Now that you've learned about these four powerful fruits, you might be wondering, how do I start? How do I make this real in my life without turning it into another complicated health routine? Well, that's the exciting part, because what comes next will show you exactly how to incorporate these fruits into your daily rhythm in a simple, sustainable, and truly enjoyable way. Here's how to get started today. If you're still with me, it means something inside you is ready for change. Maybe you've been feeling slower, less connected, or just tired of hearing that this is just part of aging, but it's not. Not at all. Because the truth is your body still wants to respond. It still wants to heal, and with the right nutrition, it absolutely can. That's why I love this approach. We're not talking about radical diets, expensive supplements, or overwhelming regimens. We're talking about fruits, real, whole, natural fruits that your body recognizes, CRAVs, and responds to in ways that are subtle at first and powerful over time. Start small. In fact, I'd encourage you to choose just one of the four fruits. We've discussed the one that speaks to you the most. Maybe it's a handful of sweet red grapes in the afternoon, perhaps adding dried blueberries to your salad or oatmeal. Maybe enjoying fresh papaya for breakfast or having some cherries at night while you relax. There's no wrong way to start, and there's no pressure to do it all at once. What matters is consistency. Give your body a daily, steady signal that you're choosing life, choosing flow, choosing connection. In the coming weeks, you might start to notice small things: warmer hands and feet, a clearer mind, deeper sleep, even a quiet spark returning in moments of intimacy. These are the signs. These are the whispers of vitality saying, I'm still here. And here's something else I've learned from decades of working with older adults across the country: it's never too late. I've seen men in their 70s reconnect with their partners after years of distance. I've seen women find comfort in their bodies again and feel beautiful not because they turn back time, but because they nurture the life they still have. So, today, I invite you to look in your fridge or your fruit basket or your next shopping list and see it differently. View fruit not just as food but as a tool, a healing gift, a step forward. Let this be the day you begin, not because someone told you to, but because you deserve to feel good again, stronger, closer, and more alive than you thought possible. You've learned what to do. You've seen what's possible. Now the next step is yours, and I'll be right here cheering you on every step of the way. Final thoughts. This is just the beginning. Sometimes we reach a point in life where we silently start to accept less energy, less touch, less connection. Not because we want to, but because it feels like that's just how things should be as we age. But I want to tell you, from one human to another, that this idea is simply not true. You're not done. You're not too old, and your body hasn't given up on you. What we've talked about here may seem simple just for fruits, but what they represent is something much greater. They are a daily invitation to remind your body of what it's capable of, to help you restore not just circulation, but confidence, not just intimacy, but a sense of being fully alive. Think of everything your body has carried you through over the decades: hard work, sleepless nights raising a family, the stresses of life, the laughter, the losses, the victories. Your heart has beat through every second of it. Your blood has flowed to keep you upright, moving, showing up day after day. And now, when you finally have time to enjoy the moments that truly matter, connection, closeness, love, you deserve to feel supported, not limited. These for fruits: red grapes, blueberries, papaya, and cherries are not a cure-all, but they are a silent revolution. They work not with force, but with nutrition, not with noise, but with wisdom. They go where medications often can't, into the tiny vessels, the hormonal pathways, the emotional memory of what it feels like to desire and be desired. What I hope you take away from this is not just a shopping list. I hope you take away the belief that it's not too late to improve how you feel, to touch hands and feel a pulse of warmth, to wake up rested and hopeful, to look at your partner or even yourself with a spark you thought had faded, but never really did. The truth is that age doesn't take everything from us. It also gives us something. It gives us the opportunity to love more deeply, to appreciate more fully, to understand what truly matters. And when your body feels nourished and your circulation flows freely, your heart opens up to all of that. So if all you do tomorrow is eat a bowl of cherries or toss some red grapes in your bag before a walk, know this: you're making a statement. A statement about living with intention, a statement about caring for your body, not because it's broken, but because it still has so much to give. This isn't the end of the road. It's the beginning of a new one, a path of renewed energy, restored closeness, and perhaps even a rediscovery of who you are beneath all the layers of time you've spent a lifetime caring for others. Now it's time to care for yourself, because you deserve to feel good again. You deserve joy. You deserve connection. And the best part? That journey doesn't start with a prescription. It starts with a piece of fruit and a decision to believe that your best days might still be ahead. Let these insights ignite real change in your life. I want to hear what moved you most. Share a lesson you'll put into action starting today. Together, we can grow stronger by supporting each other's journeys. If this video spoke to you, write a 1 in the comments if it did, or a 0 if it missed the mark. Your honest feedback helps us improve. Like this video if you found value here. Share it with someone who needs to hear this, and subscribe for more life-changing content. Thank you for being here. Now go create the life you truly want.